Be vampire this entire time.
A puppy vampire would be terrifying. Welcome back to Shenanigans, everybody. You're in the streets. The vampire has flown away, turned into bats and flown away into the moonlight where you shot it down with a magic missile spell. And as the two of you move in that direction, you hear this sort of loud whispering chanting and coming from two different directions, one up the road, one down the road, kind of singing and chanting in harmony, saying, Enza, Enza, open the window and influenza. Enza, open the window and influenza. Enza. These two voices keep sort of singing and chanting that and getting a little bit louder, although it's sort of like a hushed, childlike whisper.
Oh, is it singing about the flu?
Enza, Enza,
Okay, so can I find the vampire corpse or mist or whatever?
Yeah, you ignore the voices, which are heading from your left and right, and you go straight looking for the remains. Big Bad Kane, you tagging along?
Yep.
Excellent. Give me a perception check, both of you.
Oh.
17 and 23. You find a dead bat on the ground.
Well, that doesn't seem like a vampire.
I hit it with a mace.
It is now a squished bat.
Do I find more bats?
No. Yeah, there's a few scattered around here. They're definitely dead bats.
Let's squish more bats.
There are many bats that are squished, but the chanting has grown louder. Enza, Enza, open the window and influenza. And appearing in the darkness, coming from the left and the right behind you, one on slightly lower ground, one slightly higher ground, because the whole thing's on a slant, right, because of the river. You see these two females in their 20-somethings. Both of them are wearing like fur pelts, covering, just the necessary bits.
Can I cast a magic missile?
You can open the initiative with the magic missile spell, yes. Go for it.
Damn it.
Well, are my rolling initiative, or are they just doing
you
this weird chanting and I just...
You just pop. You get an attack.
Shut the fuck up!
15 damage is a lot. All right. So you will hit one for a shit ton, and now we definitely roll initiative. Because it does not fall down. Never falls down.
Are there two more vampires?
Oh, yeah.
Should be 8, not 9. Wrong initiative.
Okay. You did 15 to one of them. Yes, there were 3 bodies in one night, weren't there?
What? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, basically you destroyed the original vampire, but...
Big Bad Kane, and one of the vampires goes first.
Well, seeing that I'm just an old man dressed in holy water, or soaked in holy water, I'm going to do the only sensible thing that is an old man with holy water can do. Do you guess what it is?
The old man is going to tackle the young girl. Is that what this is?
And he's going his holy water paste and rub it all over her face.
So the old man comes with the holy water paste and tries to tackle her and shove the holy water in her face.
He's just going to bear hug. He's soaked in holy water. He's just going to bear hug that.
All right, give me a roll to hit the vampire.
And since we have no darkness obscuring anything here.
Right.
That's, yeah. Ooh.
You definitely tackle the creature, and it burns. It sizzles. Steam rises off of it. Roll me 2d.
Only 2d4.
2d4.
If it's soaked in holy water, touching the entire body.
Oh, la 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 la. Splashed with holy water or struck by lawful good holy symbols are burned. Burn them, suffering 2 to 7 points of damage. So that's 1d6 plus 1 for holy water or holy items.
What about basically covered, being doused in holy water?
We'll give it double. 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, all right. Anything? Another thing for smearing the thing on their face, or? Oh, sorry. Oops, sorry. I didn't put the roll command in. 6 points.
All right, 6 points of burning damage on the small vampire child who screams. I guess she's not a child. 20s isn't a child, but, you know, close enough. It screams as it burns and sizzles.
Also, I have a bear hug, as I said. So.
Yes. Oh, we need you to do a post strength check to see if you can maintain the hug or if it can break out. It rolls a 26. You
30.
beat it. Yes. It's held by you in a bear hug.
This old man, like, muscles bulging.
All right. The vampire that was struck by the magic missile and not the holy water lurches towards Big Bad Cane, moving surprisingly quickly, bringing her claws up and down into your back. Let me see how much damage.
So touching the holy water and doing damage.
Yes, touching the holy water. First off, the roll to hit is 13, 14, 15 with back attack.
Nope.
You are grappling. Do you get dex when you grapple another creature?
Doesn't matter. I have 16 AC even without
from
dex.
armor? Perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter then. All right, so it rakes its claws against your metal armor, leaving streaks in them. What your metal armor is metal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess if it's on metal armor, then it probably doesn't take burning damage because the metal isn't wet, but your clothes are.
I mean, if you look at my character, he has a cloak and everything. So that's probably, it rips the cloak, but the cloak is doused in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The cloak is over the armor. Okay. Give me a
1d6, probably just.
Yeah, 1d6. Let's forget the +1. It's a scratch attack.
Ooh.
Oh my god. It screams as its palms burn with the holy might of the water. Doreen.
Take that one out.
Okay. So clearly it hasn't been 10 minutes.
No.
Okay. So I suppose I just charge up to the other one. Back attack also.
You hit. It doesn't crit, but you hit.
Line.
Oh god, do you hit?
You're basically doing a conga line of back attack, back attack.
Ooh. It's a bunch of damage to the vamp. The vampire's turn that Big Bad Cane is holding.
In a bear hug.
In a bear hug.
Yes,
she struggles. And
I
then
succeed the attack, so.
She looks at you deeply into your eyes, and you have to make a saving throw versus spell.
Well, I'm grappling her from behind, so.
You bear hugged her.
Behind, yeah.
She didn't like turn around and be like, "Hug me, buddy, hug me." Like,
I mean, I ran
she's
around
facing
her.
you when you charge her, right? She's not gonna. But you can't,
I could say I'm the one that tried to back attack me. I turn around to face her.
Yeah, but you're grappled with someone sort of wrestling back and forth. In that case, it's easy to get behind you, but you can't like run circles around someone and bear hug them from behind when you run at them from the front.
If you're running at somebody, it's pretty easy to like grab one side of them and swing around.
Yeah.
You got her in a bear hug. I mean, even, okay, let's just say you do have her from behind. It's a vampire. It'll just, like, look back over its shoulder at you. It can be done. If you're grappling her, she can look at you. It's sort of their thing, right? Charm gazes. So give me a saving throw versus spell.
Right, let's hope. Oh, and I have wisdom. Actually, I don't get to touch. Do I get willpower because age
You
gives
have high willpower.
Yeah, I have
Age?
willpower bonus. Does age
Yes.
give willpower? Because that would make sense.
What is your willpower score?
Right now it's 15. I have a +1 to
All
against
right.
charm.
Give me a saving throw versus
No,
spell.
the question is, does age
+1.
give willpower? That's the question.
No.
All right.
Real aging does, not magical aging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
magical aging doesn't improve your mind; it just deteriorates your body.
Right. Give me saving throw. You can do it, Big Bad Cane.
Nope.
Nope. She's. Do you know what? She's just a young, sweet, innocent person dressed in wolf furs, and she is sort of like leaning into your embrace, and you realize that there's been a misunderstanding. This innocent, wonderful child
I can
couldn't
see-
be.
Them
She still
walking
takes damage
eyes, right?
because I can only let go on my turn.
Right. You're still holding on to her, but there's definitely a charm effect washing over you, and you find yourself intrinsically attached to this creature and this person.
And then she screams as she takes another 2d6 + 2 holy damage. As she's still...
On your turn.
Oh, it's on my turn. Sorry.
Right. Let's roll initiative.
Hold on. At the end of the turn, when I see them lock eyes, can I unleash the darkness?
You may unleash the darkness.
Okay.
Let's roll initiative, though.
All right.
Oh, 9.
Oh, sorry. I rolled a d20. Well, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's still within the range of 1 to 10. So
Well, I
solid
go
there.
last, hopefully, so she will take damage.
Okay, what is this? This is the one that is attached to Bastian, to Big Bad Cane.
And
You hear her whisper in your ear something sweet and charming, and the words don't really matter. You know, you find yourself more kind of lulled by the sound of the voice, and she's asking you to come away with her because there's something more interesting that gets to the heart of all of this that she wants to show you. She wants to bring you to the lair of the actual vampire, and she'll take you there herself. And you feel her like tugging on you and pulling you in the direction of town.
bear hug. So.
Well, right. But she's like in the bear hugs, like leaning in the direction of town and saying, "Come, I'll show you to what you need.
And please
Come with
let
me."
go. And please let me go. I'm burning, literally burning.
Sure,
up.
let's go. Holding her.
Well, no, the charm says I have to protect them, so I probably can't keep bear hugging. But she still takes damage from the initial hug.
She will take damage. Yes, she's suffering, and that damage needs to be healed more slowly than other damage. But I think Big Bad Cane and this young vampire are going to be led away. Meanwhile,
yeah.
the second vampire that was fighting Doreen cries out. No, this one's the one that attacked Cane in the back. It stops attacking Cane. It's dark, and it says in your direction, Doreen, "Doreen, come play with us.
Damn
Don't you
creepy
want to
bitch.
live
I like it.
forever? We do love to spread fear and terror through the ranks. What better way to bring fear to the land than joining with us? Become one of us, Doreen. One of us. One of us."
You make a good point with the whole fear thing, but you're undead and like opposed to every god, apparently.
No, we aren't opposed to the gods. It's the gods who oppose us. We worship them. We
Yeah,
worship
exactly.
Terasa. She is our savior. She is our creator. Terasa made us. She made you. We're one and the same.
So she's speaking, giving away her position very clearly, and it's a move to the fate.
You're not. I mean, look at chat, Doreen. You're one of them. These are your people.
God.
You want
What are you all
undead
doing?
hands covering your body? Imagine all the hands you can have with us.
Nah. Don't even give a fuck.
All right, go for it. You pass. Nick passes his willpower check, meaning Doreen doesn't have to.
Instilling fear and killing every innocent is not Doreen's mission. Instilling fear so people can learn to overcome it understand it and use it is her teaching.
Ah, she's such a good person. Terrible Doreen. All right, take your action. You know where the vampire is. She's sort of like walking around you, whispering towards you, and it's a miss. Big Bad Kane, it's your turn. You're sweet.
She takes damage first because I'm still holding her.
Right, go roll me some damage here.
All right. 5.
Oh, it's very painful for her.
Let's go for. Well, just about, my lovely. Doreen, she will. This lovely lady would take us to a vampire, but let's finish off the second one. Because I'm not charmed by the other one.
And this one next to you is like, that's my sister. Don't worry about her.
Bitch.
Doreen will take care of her. Come with me. You must reach the crypt before she reconstitutes. Come quickly.
It will be fine, really. Don't worry, my lovely. This will be done in one swing.
Okay. What do you want to do?
He's going to swing at the other vampire.
All right.
Because that's why vampires are not good in pairs. You can only be charmed by one.
Give me a perception check to find her. She's been talking, but you've had someone whispering in your ear, and you know it's over there near Doreen somewhere. Just give me that sweet perception check. You could do it, old man. You find it. You find it.
All right. That's +6 back attack, potentially, because I'm coming from her.
Well, the -4 to hit is you can't see her and she can't see you. So the back attack, it all sort of, it's the same blob.
Well, that's an 8.
Oh, shit! Do you hit her? You crit her.
With the magical sickle.
It doesn't clear by 10, but it definitely clears by 5. Roll me double damage.
Well, that's 13 damage.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Second attack.
Offhand attack, Big Bad Kane? Do you have an offhand?
No. No. I mean, he still knows that his other attacks won't do any damage against. Well, no. His hands are smeared in holy water and holy stuff.
Smack.
The holy bitch slap. Bring it on.
I mean, it's only plus no.
No, you miss.
All
Let's
right,
roll
Neal, my second attack.
Doreen's second attack. Go for it. Roll a 1 and hit Bastian. Oh, no. You missed the vampire, though. It whiffs right near her. Let's roll initiative.
I might probably have to do willpower saves or something to get from the enticing, but would only make sense.
Wait. No, that... I'm typing horribly. Don't mind me. Okay, 15.
Uh-oh. Did we get a cane? Oh, it's already in there. Okay.
5.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for something else. Okay. The one that's been whispering to Big Bad Kane sort of just lurks around behind you, enticing you with sweet promises. And not only are you going to fulfill your mission by coming with her, but there are other rewards that only a lecherous old man like you could understand waiting for you back at their lair.
What rewards exactly? Because actually he's interested in money. He's like,
I mean, she's promising you money, power, sex, all the things you could want. You're being charmed by an evil creature, and she's playing on your every desire. And that's what her turn is. It's luring you and speaking to you, and she just wants to share her space with you and all these wonderful things.
On his turn, he will make a willpower save.
Let's see it.
To see if he gets enticed. He's on the mission. Okay, all right. You have convinced me.
Just give me a minute, honey. Just give me a minute.
She's like, he's like, all right, you have convinced me. She's like, relieved sigh. Just one more.
Go ahead and make your attack roll, Big Bad Kane. Oh, you fucking hit it. Oh, God.
No,
it doesn't crit, but roll me damage.
nine magical damage.
All right.
Is she dead?
You hit the creature. You feel its weight fall with your weapon, but of course, vampires don't make a sound when they hit the ground, so you don't hear it
And
land.
just
but-
for good measure.
And then the bitch slap on the ground. Roll to hit. Oh, your hand comes right down on a sharp and pointy rock. Roll me 3d2 damage as
Wait,
you
I couldn't
slap the
hit her.
earth. No, she's turned to mist. Your hand goes right through where she would have been and critically hits the earth. It's minor bruising damage at best.
Wait,
You
how much?
had already reduced her to 0 HP. She turned into mist on your attack.
How much?
3d2, because you double crit your hand. It's fine. It's nothing. It's nothing. You've got a
Sweet.
bruise. It'll be fine.
Ow. All right, I think she's done.
Yes, you've done it. She's gone. Come with me.
Okay, so I can
Alright.
hear whispering then.
Yes.
Doreen, this lovely lady is going to lead us to the actual vampire. Come on.
Oh, is she? That's great.
Let's lead on, my dear.
Is that your perception check or your attack roll?
I mean, she's whispering. Like, I can hear her going up to her.
She's whispering to Big Bad Kane. She's like trying to lure
Right,
him, so
but-
she's like at
okay,
his ear.
Hold on. We all started like within arm's reach of each other
That's
when
true.
the darkness fell.
You are
Like,
within melee.
Everyone can hear this whispering.
All right,
was
that's
just
fine. That's
looking.
fine. I'll take it. So that's a roll to hit then.
Yeah.
You hit the vampire for 12 damage, and she gives out a cry. Ah! Doreen's killing me! Save me, Kane! Save
Doreen!
me!
Are you crazy? What are you doing?
We go to next round initiative.
Wait, I get a second attack at the end of the round. Doreen, I cannot allow you to do this. She will lead us to the vampire. And she promised me a lot of money.
That's fine. Doreen's a woman.
I think
not
I
a
need to-
man,
I need
no
to-
castration.
You'll be safe
I
from
need
that.
to roll really good to hit her.
Oh, you can't even hit
Actually,
Doreen.
roll to see if I hit the vampire.
Give me a roll to hit against the vampire accidentally, Big Bad Kane. No.
Oh, okay.
No, you hit
It was
nothing.
like almost an 18. That would have been an awesome charm and still kills all the vampires.
By accident. Is that Doreen's second attack at the end of the round?
No, that's initiative.
Oh, that's an initiative roll. Okay. Oh god, that's terrible.
I know, right?
Big Bad Kane, roll initiative.
Oh god. Doreen.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to hit Doreen, but it's very unlikely I'm going to hit Doreen.
It's your turn, though.
I mean, Doreen, come to your senses.
Okay, we'll do in a minute.
Can Doreen give me a charisma check for Big Bad Can? How convincing that sounded.
Oh,
Opposed
it's not convincing at all. I don't even need to roll.
Okay, he will attack her.
It's a young, like, busybody woman shooing away the old man.
All right, it's a 12. Will not hit
Okay,
you.
sure, in a minute, Grandpa, in a minute.
12 will not hit you. All right.
right.
He will try to kind of grab her to the ground with his free
tackle
hand.
Doreen with the offhand? Oh my god.
So I don't. That's a touch attack, right? I don't need to hit
Yeah.
her armor.
You just need to hit AC 10. Oh, you
Opposed strength
tackle
check.
Doreen. Oppose strength checks.
All right. He rolled.
Doreen shrugs
Horribly.
off the attack without any
Not
worrying.
now, old man.
I cannot allow you to harm her.
Don't make me hold you.
Doreen, it's your turn. The vampire has said nothing. You've heard nothing from it in a minute.
Wait a minute, is she gone?
Yeah, she took her turn silently.
Okay, so detect magic.
As what you're casting this round?
Yeah.
I thought you rolled at +7. Is that not a mace hit?
Yeah.
Roll to hit?
But if I can't do that and the old man's just tickling me.
You say
He's
that.
like grabbing you and holding on. And you're
I
just,
hate you. It's going to hurt.
I'm just gonna keep casting my spell. All right, so you cast detect magic. Where's my...
Where were those 20s when I needed them to resist aging?
You mean when you needed to hit Doreen for damage? You cast Detect Magic, keeping your eyes closed and peering through the magical darkness. You sense Big Bad Kane's weapon of castration, your magic rocks, whatever other magic gear you and Big Bad Kane have.
I can see like the entirety of Big Bad Kane because he's doused in holy water.
Yes.
Like, he's clear as day.
Clear as day in your mind's eye, but there's nothing else within 30 yards that radiates magic.
Fuck. All right. So, I'm going to lower the darkness.
Well, first of all, how long has it, because this been, she takes an entire round to cast this, right?
Yes, it's a full round action to do that.
So I would get attacks.
Okay. Didn't you start off this round with attacks?
Oh, that's the same round. Right?
Yeah, that was her action for this round.
Well done.
So let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Don't make me kill you, Big Bad Kane.
You know you can restrain him without killing him.
What?
You can restrain him without killing him. You know that.
Yeah. I also would. Oh wait. Oh wait. Hold person isn't +3.
Oh god.
No, that's hold poison. Very close. Very close.
It is casting time 5.
Casting. Okay.
So you got 9.
You would still go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless the vampire is doing something.
What do you do, Doreen?
I mean, I cast hold person on him.
On Bastian. All right, Bastian, make me a saving throw. +1 for your wisdom, -2 because there's only one target.
I don't think. Does it apply to a holding? The wisdom?
That is a mental domination tactic, isn't it? Hold Personal is a mind-affecting spell. That's why vampires are immune to it.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I think so. That's how I've always thought of it.
A +1 minus how much?
-2.
All right.
Let me double
sorry.
check. But I think
No, I wrote it wrong. That's a +12. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So it would be a +1 -2, which would make it 19.
Well, you just want to roll above your number
it's
rather
fine.
than add the number to it because
It's fine. I rolled
Yeah,
an
yeah.
extra 20, which is fine.
you did.
Right.
Yeah,
he was
that's a
trying
good
to
thing.
+1 -2.
Oh,
not
I
plus
see.
the
Got
number.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. So natural
okay.
20, total success. You are not held.
All right. Well,
It is. The darkness is gone, and it's your turn, Big Bad Kane.
If he's still coming at me, it's going back up because I know he's not good in it.
Well, but he still gets his attacks. You can't just like darkness for their turn, light for your turn, right? That seems broken to
Okay.
like insta change everything too quickly.
all right. You'll feel the full wrath since now he's also taking out another sickle. And first attack, that's a 21.
Nope.
Nope.
Even with your -4?
It's like there's no
-4
-4 for you to hit either.
No,
the-
he said
the
the
darkness
darkness
is
was
gone.
back up.
No, he said I couldn't bring it back
Yeah,
up.
I don't think
Then
we can
it's
do like
25. Sorry, then
blinking
it's
darkness
25.
back and
I have a
forth.
+10.
You hit.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Roll the damage. Do it. Do it, Kane.
10 damage.
Ow.
Second sickle comes in.
Mm.
A 25.
Oh my god, again.
Nice.
For 11 points of
Oh
damage.
my god.
Second attack of the round.
Do you get 2 attacks this round?
Yeah.
With your main hand, really?
Yeah.
You didn't do it 2? Okay, you didn't get 2 attacks
Yeah.
last round. No.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
24.
That's my AC.
Oh my god! Oh no! The rolls!
God, why didn't I have those rolls earlier? 12 points of
Oh my
damage.
god! Is Doreen alive?
You brought her to half.
Holy shit!
he's like,
Half?
All right, Doreen. Just give up. Wait, where is she? Damn it, Doreen, you've driven her away. She was going to lead us to the vampire.
And on the wind. From a distant place, you hear the laughter of a young woman, and you hear her. She's watching from a distance. Initiative. Still in combat until you guys decide we're out of combat, or the monsters decide we're out of combat. It's not looking good for anyone, except the vampires.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Is this round of Doreen?
Let's.
Oh, actually, wait, does Charm Person say anything about fighting friends?
There's no additional if the vampire attacks you, then you get an additional save or something, but your own allies have no effect on your charm. You know? It's just what happens between you and the vampire. Doreen has a 10 on the initiative. Big Bad Kane, your attacks have brought Doreen to half.
She's
She is
not
bloodied.
attacking. Because Doreen is...
He's like, Doreen, just stop now, all right? She can lead us to the vampire, our target.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to fight you.
So, if you don't wind up attacking, a spell goes off.
So you see Doreen casting a spell. You don't know what it is, but she's
can't talk
casting a
during
spell.
it.
What do you do, Big Bad Kane?
He tries not to strike her, but kind of grab her hands and intercept her spellcasting.
Okay, so make me a roll to hit AC 10.
God damn it.
Oh no, wait, there should be a +4 to it, so that's no, it's a 9. It'd be a 9
Nope.
because I forgot my fighter level to it.
Also, it would be AC 11 anyway.
Okay.
I
You cannot
Okay.
grab hold of spellcasting Doreen somehow. That's amazing.
The
Doreen.
spell goes off, and I go ethereal.
Doreen is the real vampire. She's just turned into a mist. Big Bad Kane, you found
No,
your
she
target.
just did a Frodo with the ring.
Yes.
Doreen!
Okay, now Neal, is the vampire in the ethereal world?
A vampire is a creature of strong negative material energy or strong spiritual energy, which does need to pass through the ethereal plane to reach the prime materia plane. So there was probably some trace or link or section of vampire that does cross these planes. You would probably... God, hold on. I need to look at my interplanar notes. The planes. The space of the ethereal plane is a dimly illuminated misty vapor known as ether, but it does not have vision ranges within it. How do we know how far you can see in the ethereal plane?
Regardless, I knew I could generally hear what direction that was from, right? When it was yelling
Yeah.
or singing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I start heading in that direction. Trying to find its link between the negative plane and the prime materia plane and going to sever it.
Okay, let me make some rolls here. So you're heading there. You head in the direction where you heard the voice, looking for some sort of line or fissure or something in the ethereal plane that tells you something's here. But you just see these like blocky outlines of rocks or iron here or there, and there's no sign of life, just the rolling grounds and what. You don't find her this round. Rolls. And yeah.
Big Red King kinda... Oh yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, if the vampire's doing anything during this round, then go ahead.
Yeah. The vampire on its turn. Okay, I know what the vampire does. What do you... I guess we're out of initiative here, because Big Bad Cane can't see Doreen. Doreen can't see Big Bad Cane, or the vampire, and the vampire is God knows where. It's the middle of the night. What do you do, Big Bad Cane?
Well, he's kind of looking around.
Oh, my lovely lady, where are you? She's gone. You can lead me to the vampire now.
Okay, you're saying that. Doreen, you are fully ethereal, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you can't hear what Bastian's saying. You're in the border ethereal?
The border ethereal.
Okay.
But I think when we had that assassination episode, you did say that sound does not transmit.
Right, I think you don't hear things when you're in the ethereal plane. From the border ethereal, we said that you could still sort of see inorganic matter, or organic matter, right? You could still sort of see... No, could you see through doors, or could you not see through doors in the ethereal? You could see through doors?
Changed it. Back and forth so many goddamn times, Neal. First, when I went up in the treehouse, I could still go up because I could still interact with shit that was organic because I was only in the border.
Right.
Then, when we assassinated the king, you said, no, you can only really do anything in the... It's not like that anymore. No, we changed it. That's actually just going to be...
Okay. And is that... Okay, that's how I was wanting to rule it right now. And in the past, these ethereal plane rules are something new that have popped up since we've been doing the Malcifer stuff. That's what caused me to rewrite all the plane rules. So we're gonna roll with that for now. That's the way it should be. So you're looking around desperately for this.
Shenanigans keep shifting forever.
Dude, we use rules that conflict all the time. That's the beautiful thing about Shenanigans, I think. One of the many beautiful things. So you haven't found her yet. Where are you going, Doreen? What are you doing?
I think if I can't see where he was, but I knew the spot that he was, and it's all like misty and gray, and I can see in there, even though it's nighttime in the morning, like material.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to that spot where we were and see if I can see something approaching in the material plane, like if she comes back to get him now that he's the only spot there.
So you're like lurking in Big Bad Cane's area, waiting for the vampire to approach him.
Is he also making some Gollum noises, like lurking around?
So
I'll also, while looking around, cast a spell, moving back there.
Go ahead. Big Bad Cane, back in the material plane. You don't see your lovely lady, but you do see Ham, or more likely hear Ham saying, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" And sort of approaching you, coming through the weeds and the bushes.
Oh, Ham, better get back inside. There are still some vampires out there that need to be done. All right.
Okay, he leaves. Doreen, your spell goes off.
I heal.
You heal. Nice. Big Bad Cane?
I mean, he's just looking around and from time to time just calling out to the...
Are you heading
vampire.
any particular direction, or are you standing pretty still?
I mean, he can't. He doesn't know where to go.
Okay. So, second round, Big Bad Cane is looking around. Ham has gone back home. Doreen's in the ethereal plane.
I mean, he would probably light a torch because the light stone is gone.
Right. Okay, you light a torch. It burns, shedding some light. And oh god, I dropped my d20. Sure enough, you hear a voice coming from the direction of north, just on the winds, just a gentle whisper. Where have you gone, my love? Find me! Find me!
By the way, can Doreen see my magical sickle?
From the ethereal
Actually, that's
plane.
true. I can see his armor and sickle.
You will barely be able to see them because they're thin pieces of metal, but they're still metal. So they'll be like this very.
Magical.
That's true. The sickle is magical, so you can definitely see the sickle. It's a hard shape. That's a perfect way of finding Big Bad Cane.
So
Yeah.
I can follow the sickle.
You can follow the sickle.
All right. He kind of goes to follow the voice.
All right. Where are you?
And he goes towards the direction of the voice.
And Big Bad Cane, and by extension Doreen, end up heading sort of north east along the river towards the Draken Ridge.
Hold on.
The voice just keeps calling and beckoning you.
Okay. So
You're almost
I can
here.
see water, right?
Yes. You can definitely see water.
And I can tell they're going where?
They're
Towards-
headed upriver.
Okay. Because etherealness doesn't last that long.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't last hours. But this at least it lasts a turn plus a round a level.
Okay, so 16 minutes. So
Right.
that's
No,
probably about the
17.
time that they get to the water's edge and start heading up it is when the etherealness is
so-
going to wear out.
I can see what direction he starts heading, and I'll stay back. And I'll
Okay.
follow more at a distance, I think.
Okay. Eventually, so you stay back, let them get ahead. You phase back into the real world, and all of a sudden it's way dark, but you can see the torchlight because he's walking with the torch. Meanwhile, Big Bad Cane, you keep getting called in that direction by the faintest of the whispers. You don't see her again, but she's pulling you and calling you this direction. And you head into the mountains.
Yep, he will follow.
Okay. Doreen, how far are you going to go with this?
Oh, I'm gonna keep following from a ways back if I can see the torch.
Yes. Sometime later, Big Bad Cane, you enter a small halfling village. The voice still always, every 10 minutes or so calling for you to keep coming. Keep coming. We're on our way. But you enter a village along the coast, along the river.
He keeps following the voice.
Okay.
He doesn't even call out anymore. He's just concentrate on following the voice.
All right, Doreen, you enter the village of Upstream somewhere in the middle of the night.
Okay. I continue.
You guys pass through. You enter the foothills around the Draken Ridge itself. Voice ever calling.
And then a blue dragon comes and fucks you.
Who dares? I must say, vampires in my lands. Well, I don't have this.
Okay.
I
I just try to follow to the lair from quite a ways back.
Okay. Okay. So. All right, we got one move left. We've got one move left. You guys are passing through the village. Big Bad Cane well ahead of Doreen. Doreen following by the torchlight. And as you're walking through this village, Doreen, out from around a corner, immediately steps a vampire, lurking in ambush, waiting for you to walk through the village as it lures you and Big Bad Cane. It probably has this one last attempt to try and charm you as it hops out of its ambush place. Give me a saving throw versus spell.
Wouldn't Doreen get a perception check?
From a silent vampire hiding at night behind a building?
Touche.
Oh, you fucking pass!
Oh,
That's
nice.
initiative time between Doreen and the vampire.
And would Big Bad Cane...
Can I at least activate the darkness once I see
You can do it at the start of the round, yeah. Yeah. Like initiative 0, it's fine.
Okay.
You will probably hear the sounds of combat in the first round if there's like actual sounds of combat.
No, if this is the same vampire, I know it has to be hurt because it was hugged by a, soaking wet Big Bad Cane. So I at least know they don't tend to heal from that with regeneration.
Yes.
So at 11, when does it go?
It goes at 7.
Okay. So does it come and attack me?
So you immediately throw up the darkness, right? It gets its gaze attack off. You shield your eyes. You avoid the feelings of it. And no, it does not attack you.
Can I find it?
I don't think so. It moves away without saying anything. It's onto your tricks. So it sort of moves away in silence and darkness. And Doreen, you know that this is now a possibility. It knows you're following Big Bad Cane. It could ambush you over and over again using these hit and run guerrilla tactics. Eventually it'll win out.
But you also might know it has to use its turn to try to charm you.
That's true. Maybe you'll win initiative and bring it down, or maybe not.
Not like we will with +7.
That's true. Oh God, what are you
Where's
gonna
the
do?
plans of disruption when you need it?
Wait a minute. My very next turn, if it doesn't attack me, I can etherealness and hopefully find it.
Ooh, do you have another etherealness available?
Yeah,
She
I
has
keep
four
2.
So you etherealness on your turn?
Yep. And see if I
Okay.
can see a rift.
Absolutely. There in the distance, moving upstream very quickly, is some sort of like weird swirl of stuff.
All right. Can I keep up with it?
What are you encumbered, Doreen?
No.
Your movement rate is 12?
Yep.
Let me look at its movement speeds. No, it has movement 18.
Okay.
Well, it
So you
depends
can
on
chase
what-
it for a little
Can-
while.
But the thing is,
I get a spell off then?
but
One-
Neal, one thing is, if she can't get a spell off, if it wants to keep luring Big Bad Cane, it has to slow down because Cane moves at the same speed as a human.
Right. So out of game, what it's doing is it's been luring Cane this way, then it went back to like check to see if they were being followed, then tried to ambush. Now it's going to move ahead of Cane and keep luring Cane, and then, who knows what it's going to do. But it's drawing you forward every 10 minutes or so, calling out in loud whispers, and then like moving around and being super sneaky beaky. It's an evil, evil vampire. Roll me initiative against it, Doreen, to see if you can get your spell off, because it will do its full round of movement when it can. So, roll initiative. Oh, you beat it. So it should be maybe 90 yards from you at the present. Magic missile.
Shit.
Oh my god. Holy crap. So you hit it, you see the entire shining thing twist and twerk and vanish somewhat, not entirely. And it will fly as fast as it can away from you, slowly disappearing from your vision upriver.
Okay.
Oh god.
I'm
Did
in
Big
the
Bad
town,
Cane
right?
see that the
No, because it's all...
No, this is in the ethereal world.
Oh god, right, because he's casting magic missile in the ethereal plane. So the next thing Big Bad Cane knows is just a few minutes later, the voice is calling to you again. It's calling you this way. But Doreen's chasing me. She's hurting me. She's coming after. She wants to stop you.
I cannot see her. Where is she?
Behind you. She's throwing spells at me.
Big Bad Kane would kind of turn around and look behind him for a few minutes.
Yeah, you probably won't see Doreen. Doreen sees the torch stops, can stay well out of view.
I think I'm actually just... I mean, this is in the ethereal anyway, and I don't think I'm going to continue. I'm sorry, Bastian.
Doreen heads back to Battalia. Big Bad Kane ends up in the
I'm
dragon.
right next to...
Oh, upstream? Yeah, okay.
I think I just... Well, they're not going to let me in.
They're not going to let you in the night? I mean, maybe. They're halflings. They're stupid. They've let people in before.
I'm ethereal. I can just go in.
Oh, you just like walk through someone's door and you're in their house.
Yeah.
But did you ask permission, Doreen?
I don't need to.
Okay.
But the vampire does. And
Yes.
specifically because of that, I'm going to make sure to stay hidden inside the house, telling the halfling, like, all right, listen. I'm tracking the vampire. It was going up the stream.
Wait, so you wake up the halfling in the house to tell them what's going on? Because they're asleep, right?
Right.
Okay.
But
So
they're
you-
going to find me. But they probably know who I am. Like, it's a small village, and we came here to tell everyone.
And how many death terror clerics covered in hands come through this part of the world, you know?
Right. So,
Yeah. So it'll find you in the morning for certain. Do you wake it
find
this
me
night?
in the morning. I think I actually cast nap on myself
So I think...
to get a fresh start.
Actually,
So
yeah.
yeah.
One thing that happens, so Big Bad Kane can't find Doreen, right?
Right.
So he's actually...
I'm sorry, but I can't lead her to you.
That's fine. No, come this
No.
way. Come.
No, I can't let her harm you. Never.
She
As long as
won't.
she's out there, she will not give up. I'll have to find her.
Sweetheart, being with you is more important than her. Come with me. We'll be safe
right.
once we get to
wait,
my
wait, wait,
grotto.
Just a moment. You are a friend, all right? Nothing more, all right? A really, really good friend, but don't make it weird. I'm an old man.
I can restore your youth.
Willpower check incoming.
No. Can you really?
Yes. And I think we're going to end today's session with Big Bad Kane being led into the Draken Ridge and being turned into a vampire.
Can
I mean,
now play
Doreen would have
vampire next
immediately
time?
changed.
The
Here's the
third-
thing.
You
third
can't play a vampire wouldn't work in a Shenanigans campaign. You need to be around in the daylight too much.
All right,
But
Neal,
Big Bad Kane doesn't really die. He just becomes one of them.
Now, hold on, Neal. Because here's the thing. Doreen would have chased right after once she had refreshed her spells after
Doesn't-
casting Nap, which only costs an hour.
Right, but then each spell is 10 minutes per spell level, so how many spell
Right.
levels do you need to learn?
Also, question,
Right,
Neil.
it's quite a
thing
few.
is,
Mhm.
The moment they harm Big Bad Kane, the charm breaks.
Yeah, but I think let's see how this works. I mean, you get led like back to a lair, and there are multiple vampires. And I was just gonna kind of fade out and not worry about the specifics of how it happens, and just sort of assume that they feed on you and turn you into one of them, restoring your youth and all that jazz.
I mean, yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe. How about we roll a d4 or something that how much time it takes them? For maybe Doreen has a small chance of interfering.
well, it's gonna take Doreen an hour to nap, then probably a couple hours to learn spells, because at least an hour for 2 etherealnesses and some charm spells and hold person spell or healing spells. So maybe a couple hours there. And I think by that time you've had a 3-hour head start on them, and she won't be able to catch up to you.
But hold the fuck on. This
Okay.
was in the middle of the night, Neal. I've got a counter argument to your bullshit.
Let's hear
This
it.
was in the middle of the night, and going from Patalia past upstream is more than half a night's walk. Could she get him back there with having to slow down for him?
Could she get to the lair before the sun rises.
Actually, Neal, you said it would take a 3-day journey to visit all villages.
Right,
And
but
in
that's
the middle of the night, 10 miles.
that's doing 10 miles you can do in like 3 hours. Yeah, you move at 3.5 miles per hour normally, so in 3 hours you should be able to go 10.5 miles. We're going upstream and uphill a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit slower, but we don't have any... Yeah, he's old, but his movement rate is still 12. He's got 18
Also,
strength.
there are
Come on.
pauses in between. There are pauses in between. For example, when like Big Bad Ken spends like 20 minutes searching around the village.
Right. So even if it takes maybe 6 hours, I think the vampire can get
say
you
it was middle
there.
of the night or morning.
I'm pretty sure you can get there, or at the very worst, if it looks like the sun is going to be coming out beforehand, she can say something like, "It's just at the end of the river. Meet me there." Like she can give a direction and then fuck off ahead to get to cover. I don't think it would be too difficult for her to lure you there, even if the sun comes up.
All right, then how about a perception check if he finds that? That's actually...
He has to find the layer.
I have to find it.
Yeah, it is fairly well hidden. Give me a perception check. Let's see. Yeah, you find it. Okay, cool.
Even with being fairly well hidden.
Yeah, because they can call from within the lair if they need to. Yeah.
It's all right, Nick.
So once he gets close enough to it. But, you know, Big Bad Kane didn't die in a typical way. Is permanently retired and maybe will be a villain in future sessions.
He is a terrifying vampire. I mean, he's basically back. Wait, is he now at 1800 strength, Neal?
Yes, something like that.
So he's put at 1800. Basically, everything is restored.
Just goes back to his youthful self, more handsome than ever. A vampire with a sickle of castration? My God, what have we wrought upon this world? And Doreen somehow survives. I really thought this would kill Doreen. I especially thought with 2 sessions, but she's just too strong.
I took the bullet, Neal. I took the bullet.
Oh God.
But I'm not mad. This is a really good end for a character. I mean, turned into a vampire. And if there is a third chapter of this, I will ask you if he turns up and I can play. Once he turns up, if I can play both him and my character, because that would be so much fun playing vampire and Kane.
Because of the rules of Shenanigans, I just have to leave the villages. I can't keep helping them since we're over time.
Right. Unless you want to retire Doreen and say that she stays here for some period of time. Or like, she can stay here if Doreen is not going back to Shenanigans, you know?
Is this basically an ongoing battle between the big bad vampires and Doreen? She's protecting the villagers from the vampires, but it's never ending.
And Doreen is maybe trying to get Big Bad Kane back and find a way to fix her, and this is just sort of like a weird side story that we can... I don't know.
Maybe explore?
No,
I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Open the perfume shop.
That she's going to go open the perfume shop?
Perfect.
She signed up for a vampire, not like fucking 12 of them. Like,
right.
This is another Anteg moment where it's like, okay, sure, maybe we can deal with like 5, 6. No, there's like fucking 30 in here. I'm out.
All right. Doreen survives.
Actually, the thing is, if you open your perfume shops, you know, during late hours when the sun is down, there is someone who buys perfume quite regularly who looks kind of like Big Bad Kane. Actually, he uses perfume quite a lot. It makes perfect sense.
No,
Yeah.
I think Doreen just like has a shop that some people might be able to come in during the day, but she mostly just sells like to the actual like front end stores to retail.
Okay. Doreen, why don't you take home 16,000 experience points for
Jesus.
defeating 2 vampires. Oh, there's also the thralls that you fought. So why don't we just round it up to 17,000 because they were kind of shitty.
18,700.
Kind of shitty, but ruined basically his life at first.
Yeah.
And
And then the perfume shop opens up in Shenanigans. And Doreen looks for someone to have children with. But
Yep.
But who in their right mind would marry Doreen? She's covered in undead hands.
I think that once she just opens up the perfume shop, the hands come off. She has gone on her adventure, faced horror after horror. She has done her quest to set out and face the horrors of the world, and then is able to settle down once she knows that she can face them.
All right, I can get behind that. The Doreen doesn't level, does she?
Oh, hell no.
I didn't think
I
so.
mean, I'm probably the highest experience anyone's ever going to get in Shenanigans.
I think so.
78,572.
So much. Well, everybody, this has been a very shenanigansy episode. This has been fun. I don't think we've had a character ever retire because they've turned into a vampire before. So this is great. It's fucking sweet.
Or have a character retire because they reached level 7 and opened up a shop in Shenanigans.
Shenanigans has never had a level 7 character before.
Well,
remember, Neal.
Wait,
A Scent of Fear.
Scent of Fear.
That's the perfume shop in Berkshire.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Big Bad Kane, the vampire. If he ever comes back, please remember him. Because that is quite awesome, I have to say.
Other than Doreen, I'm not sure there are all that many people who can just straight face a vampire in Shenanigans.
I mean, being a vampire now with the additional basically powers of a vampire. Whew.
I mean, turning into mist and they're just basically get to travel back to their lair.
So basically, he is Neal. I can send you whenever you want to use him. I can send you the character sheet, and you will have a vampire, a Big Bad Kane with vampire powers.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and send me his character sheet in Discord right now or something, and I'll figure out if that's something we do in the future. We might sit on it for a while. We might never get to it. It might be back next week. I don't know, but we'll find out one day.
I do return the 250 gold in bullion I had left to the halflings.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Doreen.
I could not complete the mission and kill the vampires.
Okay. And Ham, the charmed member of the vampire organization, takes the money back. Yep. As a bit of epilogue, he, in the time that you left, was then charmed by a vampire and was told to lure you back so they could kill you.
Aww.
And that's why he kept getting up and was always nervous and wringing his hands and in a cold sweat. And you were totally right when you're like, hold on, no, he's not a vampire, but he was charmed by one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the doors and windows were creaking open and everything. And that first door that opened, there was a vampire waiting for you, but you didn't move, and so it didn't act. Yeah. Ham was the good guy in the first one and the unwitting bad guy in the second one.
Oh, poor Ham.
Poor Ham.
Ham's just going to literally open the door, walk into everyone's house saying, yeah, come in, vampires.
Mm-hmm.
To everyone's house. Do you have to be the owner of the property? No, you just
You have to be the owner.
You have to be like a resident or something. You have to have a proper authority, which is, I know, a nebulous thing and is like a social contract sort of setup, but yeah. All right. That's it for Shenanigans, guys. This was great. We will be back next week, right? Yeah, with more Shenanigans. And there might be, I'm giving it like a 30% chance, like a Hardcore Heroes thing tomorrow. Maybe. We sort of forgot about it, and now at the last minute we're trying to scramble to put it back together, but we might not make it happen. I don't know. So maybe Hardcore Heroes tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Cool. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.